we've had 5 races now, and this is your 3rd win. And how do you evaluate the tour so far?
Well, it's definitely a real professional organization, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. I don't think that really there's any better organization and a group of people to race with and be together with on weekends than this Northern NASCAR Coors Tour. It's just a great bunch of people, and Tom Curley and all the people that are involved in heading this thing up have done a great job, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season.
This has built up quite a point lead for you. Do you think you're going to be able to maintain it during the year, or you expect some challenges, I assume?
Well, I don't think I've really built up that much of a point lead. Randy was second coming in here tonight to me points-wise. We gained a few more points, but the way the point system is set up, nobody really gets a big advantage. And with all the competition that we're seeing this year, I don't think there's going to be anybody that's going to run away with anything. I'm surprised, really, that we've won 3 races. Truthfully, there's 18 or 20 cars out there that can win on any given night. This weekend will just happen to be our weekend, I think.
Thank you, Bobby, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
right now on the car up on the hook now. It means we'll block Speedway, so we should be ready to get back underway. Regular boys and Tommy, right here.
It looked for a while like you were going to win it all here today.
Yeah, I thought we were all set. About 30 laps in the race, we were running third, and we were doing real well. And you know, we were up with the leaders, and really starting to make a couple of moves. And I don't know what did happen, but we ended up off the track, and but it fired back up, didn't hurt the car any, and so it was just a tough day coming back to finish as well as we did. But the car just ran great, and you know, when the car is running good, you can do a lot of things, where otherwise, you know, if you fight for those spots and then you lose them, you can't get them back. But today we did well.
Toward the end, the last 30 or 40 laps, you really made some good moves. You were just flying through traffic.
the car worked perfect. I couldn't ask it to do anything that it didn't do. You know, every place I asked it to go, it would go, and the engine ran good. So, you know, I have no complaints at all about the car. I think it was a car to beat today. It just these things happen. I mean, the fastest car doesn't always mean you're going to win. You still got to do the right job through traffic, and you still have to have a little luck in this game. And we had bad luck all day long, but it turned out good for us. You know, second on a day when you know things just aren't going your way is just not bad.
I thought you worked as hard as you ever worked out here on this particular race, and you still wound up second.
I've worked harder, but it was a tough day. In the heat race, I got in trouble, and then in the feature, you know, about 30 laps into the race, I was running third, and I was just kind of, you know, sitting there saying, "Man, this is great," because I got through a lot of tough traffic by a lot of good cars, and I thought I had it going my way. But you never want to think that. You just want to think about driving every lap, because as soon as you start thinking that you know, you got it going your way, then something happens, which it did, and I don't even know what did happen. I couldn't see it. I was kind of on the outside of Beaver when everything just kind of let loose, and we ended up off the track. And you know, it's one of those things. We're fortunate it didn't tear the car up all day long. We kept having trouble, but the car didn't, you know, it looked bad, but it didn't slow down any, and you need that. You need, when you're having a bad day and you can finish second, and you think, well, at least things might be going your way, you know.
What about the Tour this year? It seems to us that the competition is as tough as it's been. In the last 2 years, you've been the champion, but you got some work to do this year.
Well, that's true, and you know, they keep saying I'm in a slump. I finished a third, a 10th, and a second, and I think that with the type of cars you're running against, and you know, everyone seems to be running quite well, especially early in the season, that I don't think that's a slump. I think that's, you know, right on line where we want to be. And the 10th, we didn't run that well at Catamount, but we ran good today. And if we could run this well every race, then we'd be all set.
I think there'll be any repeat winners this year?
Well, I think there's going to probably be 4 or 5 cars that win most of the races, but that's normal. And you know, that's 4 or 5 real good cars, and but that's what I think. And you never really know what's going to happen, except that through the middle part of the summer, when you know, a lot of these guys that are running good now, they'll be running out of money a little bit, and cars start getting a little wear and tear on them, and then you'll see, you know, the real good teams, I think, will start taking over. And but there's 4 or 5 of those, and well, there's maybe more than that, so it's going to be tough. I don't know how to read the season so far. I don't think we've run enough races to see that there's a pattern, except that it seems that you know, we've run 3 races, and there's been you know, someone's done a good job every race, but it hasn't been the same person. So it's looking good for the Tour. It's kind of tough on us that, you know, we need to get up there and win some races, but I think our day will come.
How do you think you'll do at Sanair next Sunday?
Well, that's a good question, because you know, we're working on a short track cars, and we don't have a 355 engine like some of the teams do, so we'll just have to see, you know, how these new tires work out up there, and see if the car works pretty good, because if I can keep it wound up in the corners, I'm okay. But you start getting a few of these cars with big engines out there and on those long front straightaway at Sanair, then you can lose a lot, you know, without I mean, you'll be running about the same speed, but you can lose a lot of positions that way. So that part of it's tough, but we just don't know what's going to happen. And you know, I'm not going to worry about something I don't have any control over. Right now I'm trying to get a V6 car going, and I can't worry about 355 engines, V6 engines, 311s, all that. I just, you know, we got to work on what we think's going to do the best job for us over the long term, and I think that you know, we got a good program going. But so Sanair, well, I think we got a good shot at it. 311 won there last year, and things aren't too much difference this year, and we just have to do our homework and see if we can't get the car working real good.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay. What happened to Claude Leclerc today?
Oh, the cars don't go over. Okay. Aujourd'hui, l'auto marchait pas bien. J'ai eu des problèmes avec les pneus en avant une partie de la journée. Puis dans les qualifications, ça allait pas bien. Ça fait que durant la course, au commencement, j'ai monté jusqu'à 4e position. Mais ensuite, ça a commencé à dégrader, puis ça marchait plus. J'ai été obligé de ralentir puis de continuer la course juste pour finir.
What about Sanair next Sunday? Very fast track for this tour. How will you do at Sanair? How do you think you'll do at Sanair?
À Sanair, c'est bien différent d'ici. L'année passée, j'ai eu pas mal de succès. J'ai bien été aux 300. Je pense que ça s'annonce très bien avec les pneus. J'ai pu faire 65 tours la semaine passée à Sanair. Puis je pense que la course, ça va être une des meilleures courses de l'année. Puis je pense que je devrais aller aussi bien que l'année dernière. J'espère toujours.
You have done some tire testing at Sanair. And with the race coming up next Sunday there, do you think that will give you any advantage?
Oui, d'après moi, les tailleurs vont nous donner environ de 2 à 5 dixièmes plus vite. Puis on va pouvoir aller, surtout dans le coin 1 puis dans le coin 3, on va pouvoir aller à l'extérieur d'un autre compétiteur avec ces pneus-là. Je pense que ça va être un avantage, puis le spectacle va être pas mal meilleur.
Hey, Missy.